Hello everybody and welcome back. It's Acid the Greek, and today I wanted to do my tier list on the cast of Danganronpa Lapse. Now I will preface this by saying that, due to the nature of the game, I don't think most characters got the time they needed to shine. So, spoiler alert, there is no people in the S tier this time. With that said, let's begin. We are starting with number 12. At the bottom of D tier, we have Sei Kono, the Ultimate Watchmaker. Sei is a rough case. For the majority of the game, she doesn't really do anything. We see that she gets close to Pandora at the start, and then as soon as she dies, Sei just doesn't leave her room. And in the one free time section we had, Sei is the only one who you can talk to. Well, Canon and Lyle are also missing, but you just can't find them. Unlike Sei, who you know where she is, yet choose not to engage with. Ultimately, Sei does nothing until the finale. In the bad ending, she goes batshit crazy and kills everyone, though again, you don't get to see her really, you just see the bodies. And in the proper ending, she is responsible for Forda's death by trying to attack him and getting Zero involved. Which, by the way, we don't get to see what kind of relationship Sei and Akihiko had. We just know they were friends, but they barely even exchanged any words with each other. Sei was a disappointing character that, with more time, could be really good. At number 11, and top of D tier, we have the Ultimate Cartographer, Gaia Esper. I will be honest, I don't know how to feel about her. Pandora as a character wasn't around all that much, so to suddenly find out that she had a twin sister was a bit odd. Especially since Eve wasn't as active of a host as Zero was. It felt like Gaia pulled up just to give the players some answers, and that's it. I do like the idea that she ended up basically sinking the submarine, but that didn't really lead up to anything. Like, if the twist was that she was equally problematic to the group, and thanks to her sinking them all down, they're stuck here, then perhaps the reveal would have a bigger impact. Instead, what we got is the reveal that, oh, we're at the bottom of the sea, oh no, but actually we can leave now. Let's go. What was the point? We're moving on to the C tier. At number 10, we have the host of the killing game, Zero, aka Akihiko Quartz, the ultimate radio host. Sadly, we don't get to see how Akihiko was before he got turned into Zero. There's like a very brief dialogue after his victory, but it's not really enough to see what he was like. According to Sei, Zero acted very differently, but oh well. I will say, I definitely appreciate the host was another human, and I do like that aside from the trial, only Zero's voice could be heard, fitting for the ultimate radio host. That being said, as a character, he wasn't anything unique. Just a cool, snarky, and mean-spirited guy that insulted the cast whenever he could. And, unlike most hosts out there, he gave out way too much information during the trials. To the point where I was annoyed anytime he was on screen, cause I didn't know if he was about to spoil everything or not. I do like that we got to see a host being the last killer, and that moment where he talks to Sei in the bad ending might be hinting at his true personality. But yeah, he wasn't my favorite guy out there. Would have been really cool if we actually saw his death. The ninth spot goes to our protagonist. Echo Pine, the ultimate memory, not really, Echo was just a guy apparently. Can't really call them regular though, considering their unexplained power to cheat death. I will be honest, I'm not really fond of Echo. They were quite the little bitch kid. Now, I did like how they were acting at the start of the game, because, understandably so, being the odd one out is never fun. But as the story progresses, I don't know, I found Echo to be rather bland. Like, Ashley died, but they didn't have the chance to mourn them. And sure, while it was cool to play against Echo during the second trial, it's not enough. Most of the time, products are relatively inoffensive characters that become liked due to how long you get stuck seeing their story. But with Lapse being so short, this never happened for Echo. We're finishing the C tier with the ultimate golfer, Art Campopiano. I think Art was supposed to be the comic relief guy. I don't know, he didn't really seem all that serious until the trial. Up to that point, he was Lyle's hype man. While it is sad to see how Art lost his passion for golfing thanks to the organization whose name I'm forgetting right now, the fact he killed Pandora over a question, yeah, it was a little lame. Honestly, I wasn't expecting him to die that early, and maybe if he had more screen time, I'd place him higher? I don't know. It's B tier time! the tier with the most people. At number 7, we have the first victim, Pandora Esper, the ultimate baker. Not gonna lie, I was super suspicious of her, and in the end, she was just a sweet girl. I'm very confused as to why she died with a smile while Art was strangling her, but honestly, she was a decent fake-out victim. Like, I was certain she'd be a killer, you know? Because usually the one you least expect to kill is the killer. Still, with her being the first victim, I don't have much to say. She was okay. 6th place goes to Cyrus Zurich. I think that's his name. I think I said it right. Anyway, the fake ultimate charisma, really the ultimate confidential informant. I'd put him higher if this was a Fangan with the proper time, but alas. I think his reveal to be the quote-unquote traitor in Chapter 1 was too quick. It literally made it so Cyrus had to die next, killing any suspense as to who the next victim might be. I did like the switch up to the more antagonistic personality, even if it was later revealed to be fake. I guess with all the information he had, he wanted to die as soon as possible. Why delay the inevitable, you know? If we had seen more of him before the reveal, I think he would have been even better. There's only 5 characters left. If you've made it this far into the video, why don't you comment down below who you think my favorite DR Lapse character is? Number 5 goes to Ashley Westbridge, the ultimate jockey and, I guess, side protagonist of the game. I feel like Ashley is one of the most fleshed out characters, being tied to Echo and all. We learn about her friendship with Echo, her relationship with Silva. Sure, I was waiting for her to die at any moment really, but honestly, Ashley is the only character here with a solid motivation for killing. While her distancing herself from Echo in Chapter 1 was weird, because the harm was done at that point, I do like that she ended up killing Cyrus to protect Echo. After all, the guilt of getting Silva killed must be huge. Seeing Cyrus wanting to kill Echo too, now that will be 2 friends of hers that she got killed. I can see why she acted the way she did, and we did get the product switch thanks to her, so yeah, solid character. From the side protagonist to the antagonist, Lyle D. Termina lands at number 4. The ultimate puzzle master is one of the clearly important members of the cast. I will be honest, it took me a while to like him. I was expecting him to be more mischievous and such, so I was very surprised when I saw him being so pissed about Art dying. Maybe I misread the scenes, but I didn't get the idea he saw Art as a friend before the trial. I don't really have much to say about him though. Like, he's alright, better than most in the cast. If there was more to this game and story, he'd probably be higher, or at least I could speak more about him. The only cool thing I can think about Lyle is the second trial product switch. The 3rd place goes to Canon Ota, the ultimate photographer. I will admit, I'm sad to put Canon here. She has my favorite design of the cast. You don't see many characters with braces, and I do like that, as someone who also had braces for, what, 2 years? Maybe 3, I can't remember for certain. But yeah, sadly Canon doesn't really do much. I wanted her to be more relevant, but she was so closed off that we never really learned much about her and who she is as a person. I do like how she tried to lift Echo's spirits with the group photo, and how she did try to stop Save from killing Forte. If only we knew more about her, I could confidently put her higher. For now, she's staying at the top of the B tier. Finally, we have the A tier. The silver medal goes to my favorite guy of the cast, Forte Solo, the ultimate opera singer. Maybe it's because I like doing his voice, but I had the most fun singing Forte, and it does suck that he had to die in order for the game to end. We learned some stuff about him, like how he had stopped singing after his dog died, and he did appear to be from the most morally good and nice characters of the cast, which I appreciate. His name is kind of silly, but I will let it slide because he's cool. Again, if there was more to this game, I would have liked him even more. Of course, that means that at the top of A tier, my favorite character from Danganronpa Lapse is Missy Vesper, the ultimate tactician. Is it me? Or does Missy have the most screen time out of any character? I feel like if everyone had as much as she did, the cast would feel a lot more fleshed out. We learned early on about what her talent entails, about how she's mostly focused on helping with political campaigns, and she was the leader of the group. If you haven't seen any past tier lists of mine, I always like the leader characters. So she had that going for her. Finding out about her and Darling, the whole gun and dagger situation that she brought to the group, and even the final chapter, Missy had a rather large role to play into the story. And in a cast and game this short, the time Missy had was enough to make her my favorite. You can now see the full tier list. These are my opinions of the Danganronpa and Lapse cast. What do you guys think? Do you agree with my list? Let me know who your favorite characters are in the comments below, but that will be all for today. Thank you for watching, do take care, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.